I think it's okay for us to just reflect. 2020 is really hard. So was 2021, even 2022. Like we went through some really, really tough years. And we're kind of out of it, but our norms have not reset. And so like part of the message that I have with the book is, hey, we've gotten used to something that's actually rather unhealthy and does lead to violence. We've gotten used to this idea that we can treat each other with disrespect. And while there are places where like they can penalize it. So you saw in the flight attendant example, after a number of fairly well publicized examples of people kind of losing their mind on an airplane against a flight attendant, the airlines came out and say you will be prosecuted, and you can do that on an airplane. Like there's laws on the books that give a lot of discretion. You're not going to fly our airline again. You're going to get on this no-fly list. So there are places where they were able to kind of use the law to reestablish norms, but there are other places where those tools don't exist. So it really requires the good men and women of society, and I mean like the mainstream people who haven't lost their minds, to be like, no, this is not how we treat our teachers. This is not how we treat our school board. And kind of to stand up and say, like, knock it off. Go take a walk. I understand you're really upset, but we've got to find a better way to disagree. And the problem is we're all exhausted and we're tired of the yelling. And so we have two extremes that dominate our national conversation. It's all that's on social media. And most people, and I'm thinking I could list off 10 names right now in my life of people who are like, I'm out. Like, I'm just not even going to participate in this. This is not worth my time. I've got kids to raise. I got a job to perform, and I'm out. Hey, in some ways, good for you. Like, there's no reason for us to be swimming in this toxic soup of media and fear and outrage. The problem is when the good people say I'm out, then all you're left with are these extremes fighting it out. And we need the good people to kind of step back in to civil society and reestablish those norms, because there's way more of the exhausted majority than there are of the polarized people yelling at each other.
They just have to, it's just a collective action problem.
It is a collective action problem. It's a great way to frame it.